Hi everyone, welcome to Kimber Creations. It's me, Kim, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do some watercoloring on these little animals. I've started some here. Whoop! Started some here, and I thought, well, while I'm working on the last three, that I'll just go ahead and turn on the camera, and you can see kind of how I do some of my watercoloring with pencils, markers, things like that. And it's actually going to be for my water theme mini pocket letters. I have 3 partners, which they're basically going to kind of be similar. They're the same, just maybe laid out differently. But I thought these animals somehow would be really cute with my watermelons that I had colored. These are, I used 3 different sets of Stampin' Up! Old stamp sets to create the watermelons and my little images. This one was from the Fabulous Finds set. It's a 2-part stamp set, or 3 actually if you include the seeds. And then I made it look like there was bites taken out of it and added some white to the seeds for highlights. These ones, what's this one from? This is from Mouth Watering Set, and I'm assuming that is a watermelon, or at least that's how I colored it. It could have been a lime too, or a lemon, but I made it into a watermelon. And this is using the markers, and then you huff on it, and then I edged it with some Stampin' Up! Inks. And then this little one is from Summertime. Oh, it's in here somewhere. Good Old Summertime. And so I thought those little ones would be cute. So I just have all my stuff gathered up there, but let me get so that was just a little bit of show and tell. This is the stamp actually. So like I said, I'm working on these 3, and I'll do a combination of pencils and watercolor pencils and some markers, and also some chalk for some detailing, and that's pretty much it. They were small enough I thought we could get through this fairly easy and quickly. And you know, I seem to always show like the end results, and just wanted to once again try to show me doing something other than the show and tell part of the end product. So I'm just going around the edge, not, you know, being really particular, just laying down some color. And with these ones, they're pretty simple enough. And then I'm using my Tim Holtz watercolor brush, or water brush, and then just blending that out. I try to go towards the center, and by all means, I've never taken any classes. I just kind of go with the flow. You know, I have watched obviously some videos on how you all do your watercoloring, so, and you know, some tips and stuff, so that has been very helpful. But I just kind of lay it down, and sometimes it kind of, by the time I'm done playing with the water part, you know, and getting that all, sometimes the shading is right where I want it, and then other times I go back through. So for now, I'm just going to leave the little piggy go and, you know, let him dry up anyway. Let me get this marker out of the way. And then now we'll work on the little cow and just basic coloring. You know, I'm not doing a whole lot of detail because I feel once I get them where I'm thinking of putting them on the cards for in the pocket letter, some of it might not even be showed, you know, showing up anyway. So just have to kind of wait and see. But for now, this is what I'm going to show you, just the basic watercoloring, you know, not with a whole lot of detailing or anything that way. Just how I put the color on the page. Hear that crazy clock? That's not even the right time. It's like 3 o'clock, and by the cuckoo it's probably way, I don't know, I didn't pay attention to how many cuckoos it did. And I really need to probably get that fixed, but it doesn't bother me. It keeps the right time. So if it cuckoos off, you know, my cuckoos, everybody says I'm a little cuckoo, so kind of go along with the clock. Probably go back through that a little bit once that dries up. This black isn't blending, or maybe I didn't put enough on to begin with, so we'll see once. And then I am gonna use a tiny bit of brown for his horns. Good thing I didn't say antlers. His horns. Just to give it a little bit of color. Might have to add a little bit more once that dries. And then I'm going to take and use the marker right away for his heart. And I forgot the inside of his ear. Look, whoop. I want to add just a little bit of pink to his ears. That might be a little much, but they're cartoony, so I'm not really worried about it. Okay, now on to our little chick. And this one, what I did is I laid down some yellow. Sometimes I do this 2 different ways. And so sometimes I do like the first layer first and let that dry, and then I go back with, you know, like the second color. But for these ones, since it was so little, and I tried it the first time and it worked well, so I'll just go ahead and do it again. I am going to add just a little bit more yellow here. But I went ahead and added the second color right on top, you know, not a whole lot, just here and there, because once you start adding the water and blending it, the first 2 times worked well. Now, watch, now that I'm on camera, it might not work out like that. It's not bad. I didn't add quite as much color maybe as I did the other 2, but once it dries, I can go back over it. So not a big deal. No sweat. Or as Little Murky would say, no problem. Okay. That's pretty good. I don't want to get it too wet, then it takes too long to dry to add the color. And then I just need to do his comb and wattle. Oh, and his, I guess his beak and his feet too, but and with using the marker, it won't take a, oh, that crazy brush. It won't take a whole lot. I think that water comes out so, excuse me, so quick. That's why I keep like brushing it on the towel. Okay. I should have done the beak first, but we'll see if I can get at least it started. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. And I just go in. Sometimes I use the towel, sometimes I use my finger like I just did. This pen is, or brush is driving me crazy. Now I'm gonna have to leave that dry, or I could just go and do it this way. There. And leave that dry up. And then let's see. So I'm pretty okay with the cow. I don't want to add too much more, I don't think. He's just a baby, so how dark can he be? Whoops. Okay. Let's try this again. Sorry, I was getting a glare from the lighting with that water being on there. And I'm not going to mess with the pig, I don't believe, other than getting his hooves taken care of. Oh, let me get these out of the way. Okay. I'm just going to go in here. Get the hooves. And almost done. There's just a little bit more detail I want to do. Have my Pebbles pearlescent chalks here, and just want to add, yeah, this is dry, some bit of rosy cheeks. That's not dry yet, but I could give Chicky some cheeks, which just adds character. The more little bits of detail that you can put in there without too much of a mess. That I might have to erase a little bit, or just let it go. Let's see here. I have this, which I need a new one in some respects. It's like this part, the holder doesn't want to hold the eraser too well anymore. I still have plenty of eraser though, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Okay, and then their eyes, what I did just to bring them out a little bit more, I added some white. With the gel pen, just a tiny bit. And then, so it didn't look so spooky, I went back with my Micron, and this is 01, and just touched it back onto the bottom. And that brings out the eye. Whoop. I think I'm going to add some more red to the heart. I really want it to pop. And so I won't add any water to that. I'll just let it go. And I think I'm going to add some more red to his comb and wattle. Now these two spots hopefully don't go far. Okay, that's still drying, but there you go. There's my 3 little characters, and I'm gonna fussy cut them off of the camera because you don't want to sit here and watch me cut through all that. And then I will be back to show you the next process. So we will talk to you later. Bye.